Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name Farisatun Nabila binti Fazli. My matrix number 1191369. For the introduction, Ikhtilaf is derived from the Arabic word Ikhtilafu yahtalifu ikhtilafan, which means disagreement. The opposite of Ikhtilaf is Ittifaq, which means agreement and conformity. The word Ikhtilaf in the Big Indonesian Dictionary is defined as a difference of opinion or disagreement. Muhammad Awama argues that originally the meaning of the word Ikhtilaf did not mean dispute. However, due to human nature, the conflict that occurred between Muhammad SAW and Islam turned into a fight because of their different anatomies. Thus, Abdullah ibn Ubay believed that the phrase Ikhtilaf is preferable to the term Khilaf. Yet, there are academics who also use this term, because the term Ikhtilaf is more clearly convey the idea of comprehension and complementary than the word Khilaf.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Amira Shahmina binti Ahmad Shamsuri. My number is 1191422. Ahlu al-Hadith teaches Jewish students but give an additional meaning that can be understood by common sense, ma'qul. Ahlu al-Ra'yi Iraqi Jewish students. The Jews of the Hijaz hold to the Atharian Nash, that is to say that one sha'a of food is obligatory in a certain way and does not allow replacing it with the price. There are differences in some linguistic methods to understand Nash. The differences in understanding the way of expressing meaning in the Arabic language, Uslub Lughah al-Arabiyyah. In addition, the method of understanding orders and prohibitions. Among the fuqaha, there is disagreement about the use of the form of common prohibition. The words mutlaq and muqayyad. Mutlaq is a special pronunciation that is not given a qaid restriction in the form of a pronunciation that can narrow the breadth of its meaning. Muqayyad is a special pronunciation given by qaid in the form of a pronunciation that can narrow the breadth of its meaning. Mukallaf mahum can also be asbab al-ikhtilaf. The definition of mukallaf is the stipulation of the opposite of the law that is taken from the evidence mentioned in the text mantuk. The definition of mukallafah is divided into 7. Firstly, the definition of wash. Secondly, the definition of conditions. Thirdly, the definition of laqab. Fourth, the definition of hash. 5, the definition of illat. 6, the meaning of adab. And lastly, the meaning of kaya. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Husna binti Muhammad Yusof. My meeting number is 1191420. According to Gharib al-Isfahani, Ikhtilaf and Muhalafah are when someone takes a path that is not taken by others, both in attitude and in words. Because Ikhtilaf in human opinions sometimes cause conflict. This word was sometimes used as a metaphor for the meaning of the dispute and debate. There are 3 causes of al-Ikhtilaf. First, different in legal source. Second, difference in the way of understanding Nash. And third is different in some linguistic method to understand Nash. Due to the following and other factors, scholars have differing views on the roots of law. First, the hadith narration. Existence of hadith is one of the reasons why there are legal distinctions relating to hadith narration. The fatwa of friends is not only based on thoughts, but it is a proof for Muslim. Usul fiqh experts show similar things about fatwas and hear from Rasulullah SAW. In addition, Abu Hanafiyah has taken the fatwa of the companions without sticking to one companions and not allowing deviation from the fatwa of the companions as a whole. Next, disagreement about qiyas. Some mujtahidin such as Zahiriyah scholars deny the argument of qiyas as source of law, while other mujtahidin accept qiyas as a source of law after Al-Quran, As-Sunnah and Ijma'.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Aina Zura binti Kamaruddin. My number matrix 1191402. I will explain about the tolerance in religion. Tolerance is the mentality of allowing others to live as their culture dictates. Many different civilizations and religions practice tolerance. Being tolerant might be challenging at times since individuals often become overly emotional. Sometimes, self-centeredness makes it difficult to practice tolerance. Islam is the supreme religion of peace. Many things are taught by the religion of peace. It instills tolerance and patience. Through prayer and fasting, it promotes self-control and moderation. It's also taught in Islam. Being moderate means avoiding extremes. It involves being aware of one's own limitation. It is knowing how far we can go without going too far, crossing the line, or exceeding the limit. There are various verses in the Quran that illustrate the boundaries of human behavior. We merely need to be aware of and respect those boundaries.
Hi, my name is Nuratika Husna binti Muhammad Asri, number matric 1191409, and I will talk about the tolerance in culture. So what we do to tolerate and respect is the right of others to live according to their culture's requirement. As we can see, this country, which is Malaysia, has created a successful model of social coexistence that we know that other countries should follow. Malaysia is a country where different ethnic groups work together to resolve their differences using a tried and true formula of power sharing, consultation, and consensus building. And cultural tolerance is an example of an attitude construct, which is the attitude refers to a psychological tendency to favorably or negatively evaluate an entity, which is stated by Igli and Chaiken 1993. It is an evaluation of others' cultural practices in cultural tolerance. People have different customs, cultures, and religions. However, because of diversity and differences, this should be the primary determinant of societal tolerance. The diversity of cultures and customs in Keluarga Malaysia, which is a multiracial society, is a uniqueness that should be celebrated in order to create a peaceful and prosperous society. So, any culture that is not against the Islamic faith should be able to be practiced without any stigma or discrimination. Tasamuh is the foundation for dealing with diversity and differences in race and religion, particularly in the context of Malaysia, which has a diversity of race, religion, culture, and language.
For conclusion, based on these two articles, we can conclude that disagreement is a disagreement, while obeying Ragid al-Isbahani Ikhtilaf and Mukhalafah is when a person takes a path that is not taken by others, both in attitude and words. Differences of opinion between people sometimes lead to disagreements, so this word is then sometimes used as a metaphor for disagreement and debates. The causes of differences of opinion are such as differences in legal sources, differences in understanding nas, and differences in linguistic methods in understanding nas. Also, tolerance is the mentality of allowing others to live according to their culture. We must educate people about the true teachings of Islam. We can find the true teaching of Islam in the Quran. We can also find the true teaching of Islam in the life of true, obedient, and simple Muslims, those who are patient, kind, and charitable.